Appreciate everybody tuning in. Great win for the Knicks tonight. Talk about taking the game home when it mattered, getting 2 stops in the last 60 seconds. Josh Hart, we had 10 points in the last 3 minutes. You know, the Knicks, for all their flaws, for all their weaknesses, for all the shit that we talk about the Knicks, one thing the Knicks know how to do is they know how to get it done in the clutch. And that's something a lot of teams can't say. We are a clutch team. We are a really good team when it matters. We really are. You know, we can beat anybody at any given time, especially if it's close. We are one of the best clutch teams. The only team I think is better than us in the clutch is OKC. I think that's the only team that's better than the Knicks in the clutch. And we're going to see what this team is made of. And I know we all complain about, the Bridges trade. I know a lot of us complain about that, but give this Knicks team credit. They get it done when it matters. They have a switch that turns on. Jalen Brunson's able to turn on a switch. Give me a second. Jalen Brunson's able to turn on a switch. The whole team can pretty much turn on a switch when they want, on a drop of a dime. So that's the difference between us and everybody else. Have we lost to the elite teams, the OKCs, the Houstons? We've lost to the Lakers. We've even lost to the Clippers. But we beat the Denvers. We beat the Lakers this year, which we haven't done in a few years. Lost to Oklahoma City. They're the team that's kind of got our number. And they're the team that you could potentially face in the playoffs. We've lost to Detroit. We know all about that, 0-4. But which Knicks team will show up in the fourth versus Detroit? Is it going to be the team tonight versus Celtics? Because if that team shows up, I'll take my chances with them versus Detroit. But right now, as it stands, it looks like Knicks and the Hawks in the first round. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't see us sweeping them. I see that series going about 6 games. I think they could grab 2 versus us. I do. They got a lot of talent on that team. They got a lot of size. And the other day they out-rebounded us. But what they don't have is a closer. And that's ultimately why we'll beat Atlanta, the Atlanta Hawks in a series, is because we have Jalen Brunson and they don't. They don't have anybody on that team that could close. Nobody. I mean, they got good players, but do they have any closers? I don't think so. I think we'll beat them. Let me message Top. Let's see if Top's coming here tonight. Let me see. Obviously, just to update, I think the Mets lost 7-1. Let me make sure on that. But last I checked, they lost. Let's see. Yeah, 7-1 final. Let me see. McLean got lit up for 2 earned runs. Weaver let up 2 earned runs, and Garcia, of course, let up 3. So I guess the Mets kept it close, but they lost that series. Top Bunk will be coming on to join me. Knicks, though, I would rather get the Raptors than the Hawks, but both teams are similar because both have a bunch of wings. But if you were to ask me who has more talent, I think the Hawks have more talent than the Raptors. Just team-wise, 1 through 9 from their rotations. Are you scared of RJ Barrett? I'm not. The Hawks could beat you in a couple of different ways. You got Jalen Johnson, who doesn't know how to close, but he's really good. And they've been hot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're the hottest team in the NBA since January 1st. It's them and I want to say Charlotte. I think those are the 2 hottest teams in the NBA. And if you go by last year, the 2 hottest teams in the NBA after January 1st got to the finals. And that was the Pacers, who nobody had in the finals, and OKC, who a lot of people did end up in the finals. But I'm going to give this Knicks team credit. We know how to win. And that's the difference between us and a team like Atlanta. That's why we'll get out of the first round. We know how to win when it counts. Now, will we? The question is will we be able to get the rebounds off of a team like Atlanta? You're gonna have to play Mitch. You're gonna have to play size, but we can potentially. Cat plays okay versus them. He's not terrible. But look at Cat tonight, man. Cat was excellent. I mean, look at his numbers. He was great tonight. Let's see the final numbers. I'll bring them up for you guys. So the high man obviously was Brunson with 25. Sorry, it was Josh Hart with 26. 5 of 7 from 3. Mikal Bridges, high man, plus 17. 6 assists by Bridges. 10 assists for Brunson. Cat, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Low turnovers, too. Josh Hart had 3 turnovers. But overall, we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turnovers for the Knicks tonight. That's really good. Mitch, 7 points, 7 rebounds. He was a -2. Jordan Clarkson, 8 points, was a +4. Shamet, 3 points. He was a -9. He was the lowest out of all the Knicks. And then you're seeing guys like Diawara not playing anymore, Sohan not playing. It looks like Robinson, Clarkson, Shamet, McBride is the playoff rotation. That's what you're going to get. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But against a team like Atlanta, you're going to need size. So, again, I hope Toronto moves down to 6. But if Toronto and Atlanta end with the same record, Toronto's going to get it because they have the tiebreaker. Knicks need one more win, and they clinch the 3rd seed. And you get Cleveland's going to be 4. And what does that put us at? How many wins are we at now? We at 50, let me see, 52. So right now, this is the highest win total in the Brunson era, 52 wins. Highest win total since 2012-13, because our highest win total in the Brunson era is 51 wins. So people, I know a lot of people rag on Brunson and they say he doesn't facilitate, but look what he did tonight. 10 assists. Mikal Bridges had 6 assists, 10 points. We're not a perfect team. We're not a super team. We're not. But when you need stops and you need buckets, this team knows how to do it. So there's a switch this team has that most other teams don't have. We have Jalen Brunson. We have a closer. We have a guy in Cat that if he gets an open shot in the 4th quarter, he'll hit it. Now, do I think Josh Hart is going to score 26 points in a playoff game? I don't. But if they leave him open, Josh Hart now has the confidence to get it done. And I wouldn't count a guy like him out. So, this is what we have. This is the team we have. This is the 9 guys we're going with. Deuce McBride, still struggling. What was he tonight? Let's get his numbers. Deuce McBride was 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 overall. He's been awful since his return, if I'm being real. But he's playing because of his defense and because of his ball handling skills. Notice, we haven't seen Alvarado these last 4 games, except the 1 game when Brunson was out. We haven't seen a lot of Alvarado. We haven't seen any of Sohan. We haven't seen Diawara. Now, I'm not saying that we won't see those guys, because we might. If we get Atlanta or Toronto, who's got a ton of wings, you might see those guys in a playoff matchup. You might. We have to be ready for anybody. The New York Knicks have to be ready for any single team in the playoffs. And when you get that first round matchup, you're going to put out a lineup that matches them. So what do the Knicks need to do to win? Rebounds, second chance points in the paint. Those 3 categories. If you win, and I'm talking about the Knicks, if you win the battle of the second chance points, and you have more points in the paint, and you out-rebound the other team, the Knicks are going to win 90% of those games. The only games where they've lost those battles, against Oklahoma City, against Houston. I think the Lakers did it to us. There was one other team along the way. I think Atlanta actually did us. They out-rebounded us in a game. That's our strength. Second chance points. That's Mitchell Robinson. That's Josh Hart. But it won't be easy against a team like Atlanta or Toronto because they have wings. But how do you counteract that? You counteract that by throwing Mitchell Robinson out there with the second unit to grab boards, grab second chance points. Let's look at let me look on NBA.com. I'm going to share it with you guys. So let's get the stats of the game. Here we go. And I'll put it up against you guys. Put it up for you guys. So give me a sec. No, I don't want that. Let me get this one. Here it is. All right. So there we go. Just let's look at the regular stats game charts right here. So look at how many lead changes there were. 16 in this game. And if you notice, in the last 4 games that we've won, there's been lead changes in almost every single one of those games. Like over 10. Up 10, up 13, tied 13 times. Celtics out-rebounded us 42-30. 29 assists, almost 30. 9 steals for the Knicks. 2 blocks, but look at here. 53% from the field, 42% there. Second chance points, 18-6. But points in the paint, 46 for us to their 32. So that's it. Again, you get these things, you get wins. That's just the way it works. And against Boston, we're at least built to beat them. Now, I'm not saying it's a guarantee because they're a good team. They're a damn good team. But if we outshoot them the way we did tonight, we'll win most games. But it's going to be a tough series. But let's get there. But with that said, what do we got? We got the guy all in black here. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, my bad. Hold on. Here we go.
The guy in black.
Hold up. Usually it works. I don't know why it's not working right now. It was usually working. 1 second.
So I know you were covering the Mets top.
No, not that.
What the fuck happened? Because I was there we go.
Why do you want to talk about the Mets right now, bro? The Knicks just pulled out one of the most impressive victories that they've had in the last month. And you want to talk about
I know you were covering them. That's the only reason I brought them up.
Nah,
I just finished talking. I was talking about them for 30 minutes. So
hey, you can add another 20 to that because Josh Hart.
But what was your take on tonight's win, man? I mean, I thought it was one of their best wins of the season, frankly.
They played as a team. They moved the ball very well. My only thing that I will put it's a negative is that they did not get McHale more involved after that 7-0 run. When they went on that 7-0 run, and then they kind of drifted where they kind of slowed down. Boston kind of picked up the pace after that timeout. McHale really didn't get involved as much.
You're talking in the third quarter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm talking about the third quarter. I wish they would have gotten him a little bit more involved, but Josh Hart came to play. Josh Hart came to play tonight.
Josh Hart, 10 points in the last, I think it's 5 minutes he had. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. 2 3-points that were totally contested. Mm-hmm. He hit both of them.
Josh Hart came to play today, bro.
26 points, team high. No, it's all good. It's all good, bro. You're eating, you're doing, I get it. It's all good. But our magic number is now down to 1.
Right.
Right now, season ends we're getting Atlanta. And I just was talking about the audience. I don't like that matchup.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't like that matchup is they got a lot of tall wings. And when it comes to the Knicks, we got out rebounded tonight. We still won. We won, even though we lost the second chance points. We shot 60% in the fourth quarter.
Yes, that fourth quarter.
They couldn't stop us.
Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown was out. Do you consider that a factor or no?
No. They're good with him and they're good without him. I'm not trying to hear no excuses. Jason Tatum has been playing really well since he's gotten back from injury.
He looks great, man.
Ian Pritchard was killing us from the perimeter.
That other fucking guy killed us too. He hit three-pointers in the last.
No. You have any Boston fans that are watching this?
These white guys that shoot, they're lethal.
I'm not trying to hear no excuses. No, Jaylen Brown wasn't. Nope.
I agree.
I'm not trying to hear no excuses.
I think it was one of the Knicks' best wins of the season.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah. Collectively.
To shoot the way they did, the way they played, especially too, like in that fourth quarter, man, we shot 67%, bro. And don't get, the Celtics shot good too. They were 56%. But to shoot at that clip, that's crazy, bro.
Right.
That's crazy to me. And we got the stops when it counted. And Karl-Anthony Towns had a block on Jason Tatum in the paint, 2 feet away from the basket that nobody's going to talk about. But I'm watching it. And I loved what I saw.
Yep, 100%.
Look at you. You got the lighting. You got the background. It's coming along.
I got a new camera, and it was working.
That's good.
Queen, thank you. It was working when I did the Queen's baseball live, and then I took it off for a second, then reconnected. That's why my screen was black, because it wasn't. It
looks great, bro. I bought a camera and the thing sucked. I returned it. It's garbage. My iMac is better, so I'm using that. But if it's up to you, bro, who do you want to see first round of the playoffs? You want to see Toronto? You want to see Atlanta? Who do you want?
Of course, between Atlanta and Toronto, I'd rather take Toronto because we whooped their ass all year.
Oh, kick their ass.
But this is the playoffs, man. You got it. You can't be scared of nobody. And if Atlanta's is in our hands in the first round, I'm with the smoke, bro. I get it. They're a little bit more scarier. They have wings. They have length. They got guys that could beat you off the dribble.
They got rebounders. They got the guys that hit. They hit the three. That's our weakness.
But you know what? I say it like this. We said it with Detroit last year. Detroit, it was the first time that they've been in that type of environment, and they almost beat us. We beat them in 6 games. It's the same thing with this Atlanta team.
I agree.
That's a whole new team.
They don't have a closer. Atlanta doesn't have a closer.
Jalen Johnson's
great, but he's not a closer.
He's not a closer.
No.
Well, who do you look to
in the last 5 minutes?
They don't have nobody.
Yeah.
That right there, that already eliminates.
They have talent collectively, no doubt.
100%.
But if we could just keep them at bay at the 3-point line and you grab those rebounds, I'm talking to Mitchell Robinson, I'm talking to Josh Hart, I'm talking to Mikal Bridges, I'm talking to OG. Those guys grab the rebounds, and we hit our shots. We should take care of them within, I would say, 6 games. It's probably going to go 6.
I agree.
And who knows? Orlando can move up. It's really going to be Orlando, Toronto, or Atlanta.
Yes.
And if Charlotte wins out, they could potentially even move into there, which is crazy.
What did I tell you about Charlotte, bro?
They're dangerous.
What I tell you about Charlotte, I said it.
You did, and to your point, they're the hottest team in the NBA since January 1st.
What was the first time on a post game that we actually covered the standings? That I actually said, remember, Charlotte was like 9th. And I said, yo.
Oh, they were like fucking like 10th at that point. They were like an afterthought.
That very first
they were well under 500.
That very first live that we did, I said, yo, Charlotte.
This is like January now.
And and again, I don't like to toot my own horn, but you even looked at me like, oh, damn, you have Charlotte as your. I said,
yeah.
Look.
Yeah, no. I think that was a great call. And, I'll give credit where it's due, bro. Yeah, definitely. Again, Charlotte and Atlanta have been the 2 hottest teams in the NBA since January 1st. And the two, and again, I'm repeating myself now, but I'll do it. The two hottest teams last year after January 1st made the finals: Pacers, OKC.
Forgot about that.
So, you never know. Although I don't think Atlanta has somebody that could close but Charlotte, they do have a closer. They have two closers, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon Miller could hit a shot whenever he wants. I think if Konkanepal's open, he could hit a shot. And I'm not going to write off LaMelo Ball because he's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Borderline All-NBA in his second half of the year. He's been great. So I got to keep it a band there.
Pick that up
Top's
later.
getting calls.
Pick that up later. But yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely right.
So when it comes down to it, how does this game go tomorrow night against the Raptors? I got a feeling it might be a trap game. Back to back, we've beaten the shit out of them all year. Top, I think Toronto is due for a win.
But I also think I don't look at it more as a trap game. I look at it more as a game that you can just give them that win and rest some of your players.
What do you mean?
Like you don't have to go full force on Toronto. I think you made a statement. Unless you have to win the last two games to solidify your third spot, then that's different. But to me, I feel like with this win tonight, I think they solidify their spot.
Well, would have to lose both, and Cleveland would have to win both in order for them to get the 3 seed.
Right. So
I mean, it really, and I mean, I don't know. I want to get the 3 seed just because I think this team mentally needs it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for their mentals going into the playoffs,
they need
if they go in as a 4 seed, I think that's kind of a step back for them.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
And this is also the highest win total in the Brunson era we've ever had at 52 wins.
Yeah.
We have a chance to tie the Melo Knicks if we win out.
Before, if they win the next two. So who knows? Who knows?
I said 50. I said 53 wins. I might be right. We'll see. Because that last game might not. They might. If we lock up if we win tomorrow, we lock up the 3 seed. I would think the Knicks will be resting players on Sunday,
and especially because we're playing Charlotte.
Correct.
Charlotte's probably going to think about that game,
and Charlotte will want to win that game.
Right.
Because they have, there's a way they could slip into, 7.
No disagreement there. You're 100% correct. I think the same thing. Yeah.
But you got to win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You got to win tomorrow if you're the Knicks. Have to win. Big game. And again, it won't be easy because Toronto, they're going to want to win.
Yeah.
Let me look at the standings real quick.
1 second, Eddie.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time, bro. I just want to look at Toronto's last few games. So Toronto is 6-4 in their last 10, but they won 2 in a row. And Atlanta's lost 2 in a row. So that's what we're watching there. And again, Charlotte is 1 game behind Orlando for the 7. I don't know the way the tiebreakers work, though. That's the only thing I don't know. I don't know the way the tiebreakers work with Atlanta. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. You got Philly there, too. They're half game behind Atlanta, too. So, Atlanta's going to want to win out. Charlotte's going to want to win out, too. So it depends. Here, let me share this with the audience real quick. No, that's not the right one. Excuse me. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. All right. So there's the standings again. I know it's small, but, You guys have better eyes than I do. So look, you have Orlando here, 44 wins. Charlotte and and Philly have 43 wins, but Charlotte has one more loss. So Miami is definitely stuck at 10. They're staying there. Unless maybe they win out and Charlotte loses out. I don't think that will happen. Then Charlotte trails Philly by a half a game and Orlando by 1. Again, those are going to be tiebreakers. And then right now, because Atlanta has lost 2, they have slipped down into 6. So the Knicks would get them. Cleveland gets Toronto. Detroit basically has a clear path to the Eastern Conference Finals, by the way. But without a doubt.
And now that
Cleveland's not beating them. No chance. No chance they're beating them.
And now that Cade is back.
Yeah. They're going to the ECF. Without a doubt. So we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow's a big game for the Knicks. Again, I feel like I say this every night. It's biggest game of the year, but I guess when you're in this time in the NBA, this is just the way it is.
Right.
But I give the Knicks a lot of credit, man. You're getting Karl-Anthony Towns involved now. We're seeing the assists go up. Even Mikal Bridges, he said he had a bad game. What do you have? 8 assists tonight? 6 or 8 assists? Brunson at 10.
Jalen Brunson being a facilitator the last 2 games. Like, bro, maybe this is what the guys were. Now they understand. It's like, yo, this is how we have to play if we're gonna win this whole damn thing.
And he has to take over when it matters. That's really what it comes down to. He has to take over the games in clutch time,
which he did at times today.
He's done it all season.
You saw he in certain spurts of the game tonight. They couldn't guard him.
No,
he was getting whatever he wanted. I was like,
I mean, in the fourth quarter in particular, he hit almost every shot he put up.
And
then the one he didn't hit, he got to the line.
He was so hot in that fourth quarter, bro. He didn't have to pass up to Josh Hart. What did he do?
Yeah. And let's be honest, he's been hot these last 4 games, man. He's taking us home.
Yeah, man. Listen, JB, man, I don't know. JB, they be treating him like Francisco Lindor to a certain extent, bro. I'm starting to get sick and tired of it. It's like, I get it. He's not a Cade Cunningham. He's not a facilitator, but okay, that's not his game.
But he's a closer.
But that's fine. My problem with Knicks fans, and I don't want to go into a rant, but my problem with Knicks fans is you want your point guard to be something he's not. That's not his game. He's a traditional scoring point guard. He is not going now. Of course, you love to.
He's like a 2000s point guard. That's what he is.
Which is okay. We're winning with it.
He's a bro. Have I ever complained about Brunson on this feed? I don't think I've complained about him once.
Barely. Only when he has a bad game. Like when he has a bad
game. Even when he's been bad, like, okay, I'll say he had a bad game, but that's okay. Guys are going to have bad games over 82. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
But he's been unbelievable for us. Unbelievable.
That's what it is, man. Again, when Brunson's in the playoffs, bro, it's a whole different Brunson.
You think we can make the finals?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard.
But I'll say this. Take this game. We're talking about right now. We're not talking about December when they win the cup. Take this game that you saw tonight. They played like this? I think so.
Well, if they're hitting at this clip, I mean, they're dangerous as hell. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of can they get stops?
Correct.
Versus the teams they've had trouble with. The Detroits, the OKCs, the Houstons. Mm-hmm. Those teams that rebound well. Those teams that score in the paint. But even Boston, too. Boston out rebounded us tonight.
Yeah.
They got more second chance points than us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this? We haven't seen DOR now in 4 games. We haven't seen Alvarado. What's your take on this? Because it seems to me like, and Deuce McBride's been terrible since he's returned. He's been bad. But it seems like Mike Brown, this is the 9 he's going with. Clarkson, Robinson, Deuce, and Mitch.
It seems to me like Deuce McBride is getting a little bit of a bigger leash now that he's back
Yeah,
than I
he's
would
been
have
shooting
thought.
20% since he's been back.
That's what I'm saying. I would have thought that his leash would have been cut just a little bit because you have an Alvarado, but because that's not the case, I don't know. That it's a little rare to me. Another rare thing is Diawara. That to me, I don't see how you just take this kid out and he barely touching the court. The kid's been fine all year.
If we get Atlanta, we'll see Diawara. Mark my words.
So. No, I hope
Mark
so.
my words.
I hope so.
You're going to have to, because you can't have Josh Hart and Brunson in there with, and Mikal Bridges in there with Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Reese Shea.
They get cooked. They
You
get cooked.
know,
Yeah, they get cooked.
you don't have the size.
Diawara at some point in the playoffs is going to have to see minutes with the starters. It's going to happen.
I could see a scenario where Sohan even comes in, and he hasn't played, but I could see it.
I could see it. Yeah, but you know what though, Eddie? Those kids, those players that barely get any playing time like that, they feed off that energy.
They're ready. They're ready.
Yeah,
that's one thing I'll say about Mike Brown. He's like Thibodeau, where he has his guys ready.
Yeah,
and that's a compliment to him. And I didn't think I haven't been that big high on Mike Brown, but at the end of the day, he has taken us to the highest win total in the Brunson era. But injuries aside, we probably would have had a higher win total in 2023. But that team just fell apart with injuries.
With injuries, and so did 24.
Yeah. We would have had probably 60 wins that year.
24.
I thought 23.
I thought we were gonna hit 60 and 24 by January. Like by January when they got hot.
That's the team. Excuse me, that's the team I'm talking about. 24.
Yeah,
the Randall Ihart team.
DiVincenzo.
Yeah. DiVincenzo, Randall Ihart.
Mm-hmm.
That to me was the best Knicks team in the Brunson era.
Same.
But the best result came last year. But it might be this year. Maybe we beat Detroit. I don't know. I think we're the underdogs. Yeah. But can we beat them? Sure. They're the favorites, though. But we could beat them.
100%. We could definitely beat them. It's a matter of your defensive game has to be sharp all the way through. They will size you down and they will expose your defensive weakness if you're not on game defensively.
Correct.
So that's
look, get your rebounds, hit your shots, and stop what you can. You're not going to stop Cade, but those other guys you can stop. If they do that, we have a chance to win the series.
If Cade is not out here facilitating crazy and he's missing his shots, because remember, Cade's not a consistent shooter. If you have him shooting more and he's not making his shots, it's going to be a problem for Detroit. But again, you yourself have to make your shots because again, Detroit's very good defensively. They play
excellent and they can rebound.
A lot of similar. They're very similar to the Bad Boys in a way because of the pressure defensively.
I think they're more similar to that 2005 team.
Though you talking about the one that won the
like they have like all like. They have a bunch of guys that could beat you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see it.
But we'll see. I still think Boston will give us a series. I think that series goes 7 games regardless.
I think we beat them.
I hope we beat them. It's a flip of the coin, though.
Flip
of the coin to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we lost in 7 or we won in 7. Because we're this close. Both teams are this close.
Yeah.
But you got to get stops.
It's been like that all year. And look, even with Tatum now, Boston never relinquished. Like they stayed almost in the same position.
We played Boston well, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
And they beat the shit out of us a couple times too, but we beat the shit out of them too.
Once you start realizing the same scheme from the same coach year after year, man, it starts to be familiar. It starts to you adapt to it very well.
You just got to watch them on the perimeter from the guys that, Tatum and Brown are going to get theirs, but you can't let these white guys beat you. These fucking, I don't even know half these guys' names, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, It's the same guys every time.
They're
Derek
weird.
White's another guy. He gets off tough shots and he hits them.
Yo, Peyton Pritchard pisses me off, bro.
I hate that
I
guy,
can't stand him.
but he's so good.
Yeah, word. Dude, how many threes did he have tonight?
It wasn't even him. It was the other guy that killed us tonight. It was what's his name? Was this Sheldon? Was it Shearman? Was one of them?
Mhm.
Shearman, and then the other guy. What the fuck was his name? It wasn't Hauser.
House is another one that could kill you from three.
Yep. Hold on. Who is it? Who the fuck was it? One of these guys just destroyed us. Oh, it was Shearzer. It was Shearman. Shearman was the guy.
Okay.
He had 6 threes tonight. Yeah. Hold on. Huh. 7 threes tonight. 7 of 8. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Whatever. What happened to the Mets, bro? Because I was watching, it was 1-0. And then I put on the Knicks. I'm like, this game's too good. I can't shut it off.
So
Did McLean give up the lead or?
he had the runners on.
What inning? What inning did he get to, McLean?
He got to the 7th inning,
Which is good.
but
Because when I was watching him, he was dealing.
he had 2 runners on. Mendy took him out after 90 pitches, which I'm okay with. I'm not even
Okay.
upset.
All right, that's okay.
Brought in Luke Weaver. I think they tied the game with a sacrifice. I was doing the live with Queens Baseball in the moment.
Right.
I think it was a sacrifice, but
I
I
think
do know
Luke Weaver gave up the runs, right? He gave up 2 hard runs.
But those 2 runs were credited to McLean
because they were on.
Right. But I know the way that they got the 2-1 lead was a bad play by Vientos. I think it was a throw. So that gave
He
them.
should not be in the field, bro.
Well, he's playing first base really well, bro.
I don't know, bro. I'd rather see Beatty or Polanco out there.
But the thing is, Polanco.
I don't need to see him there.
Polanco can't play the field right now.
I know.
So
I know.
And then
what about Beatty though? Because the lefty, they're not going to play him.
The problem is that he's playing. Vientos is playing first base so well right now that Mendoza has.
You really think he's playing that well? I mean, that drop yesterday he had. I mean, then he got
foul territory, and then today. What other 2 errors did he have? He hasn't had.
I'm just saying. I mean, how many reps did he even get at first base in spring training? It wasn't like he was even there that much.
But again, to your point, right? He didn't get a lot of reps on first base, and yet he's still playing good at first base. So
Crazy.
I gotta give.
And let me ask you, what's the situation with Ronnie and the options?
So
we could move him, right?
My guy Randy said it to me because he's a big Ronnie fan.
This is Ronnie Mauricio, if you guys
know. The options with I think he has to be brought up, and then they could put him down. I forgot what the situation was where they can move him down, but I think next year they have to put him on the Rule 5, so they can have him there. Otherwise, if they don't put him on the Rule 5 roster,
he could be DFA'd. So we can move him up and down all we want this year, but next year we can't.
I think so. But next year you have to. I forgot
because remember last year he had no options. That's why we couldn't put him down.
Right. So he has. I think he has. I forgot, man. I wish he was here to tell me because he explained it to me very well. I do remember him specifically saying, though, next year we have to put him on the Rule 5 roster, or else if he's not,
either he's starting or not next year. That's it.
Well, Mendoza already told them that he's not.
He's not going to get it.
So, the fact.
So what happened tonight? So it was McLean obviously gave up, but how did they give up 7 runs? Because I didn't see it.
It was Weaver gave up 2. Weaver gave up 3.
Okay.
And then they put in Luis Garcia, and
he's fucking terrible.
Garbage.
Why is he on this team? Him and Lovelady, I don't get it.
Luis Garcia gave up 3.
Yeah, 3 earned.
With the 7. And then after that that was it. So hey, listen,
I don't like this losing to the Diamondbacks, bro. I don't like this at all.
I don't either, man. But this team tends
And
to
we're a good team. We shouldn't be losing like this.
every time they're playing cold weather, they never do good. So I don't know, man. It's look in San Francisco, nice warm weather, and look what they do. They come back to New York, it's fucking cold as shit. Look, I don't know. It's been a trend for the past couple of years.
Tomorrow night it's A's, and
Mhm.
it's who's pitching tomorrow? Is it what's his name? Senga?
Clay, Clay,
Clay. All right. Well, that's hopefully
Clay,
we'll get a win tomorrow.
Clay tomorrow, Senga on Saturday, and then Peralta on Sunday.
What's up with Peralta, man?
He can't get past the fifth inning.
He's supposed
But
to be our quasi ace. I guess
problem
he's
is,
another guy kind of getting used
uh,
to his role here.
right. Problem is, and I'm sure you've heard me. I mean, if you watched the lives on Seven Express or Queens Baseball, we've mentioned it. Remember what I said about Brunson? How Nick
Mhm.
fans want him to do certain stuff as a point guard that is not part of his game. Peralta's never been a 6 inning pitcher. It's fifth inning limit. So you're asking Peralta to be an innings eater when he's never been.
Right.
So, and that's a risk that David Stearns had to take when bringing in Peralta as a
That's
number one.
okay.
Huh?
He could give us 5. I know when the weather warms up, he's going to be
Right.
fine.
No, right. Even if he's not giving you 5 when the weather's warm, it's okay. Why? Because I know that's not what he's used to. He's never been that in Milwaukee. But you know why it's been always successful? Because he's had a strong bullpen in Milwaukee.
He's got a ton of strikeouts too. He
He's
gets a
had a
ton of
ton of
strikeouts.
strikeouts.
I'm not worried about Peralta. I'm worried more about Senga. Because Senga, to me, is a guy, if he steps up and gives you what he's capable, he's capable of carrying your team.
Have you seen his last 2 starts, Eddie?
He's looked good. He's
Very.
looked good.
Remember we talked
But
about him being an X factor, right?
but he's fucking soft.
Yeah, but he
That's what I
has
worry about with him.
right. I mean, right. But you know why I can't take that into every year's a new year. Every year's a fresh year. I gotta at least put that in the back
No,
of my
the
mind.
Mets were wise to keep him because it wasn't worth trading him because it wasn't worth it because this guy's ceiling is high. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Senga's a good pit. I mean, when he's on. He's an ace. I just hope that he doesn't get hurt. I just hope he stays within himself and just doesn't get ahead of himself.
That's it. Yeah, and I think the last 2 starts he's looked very good. It's just that the motherfucker don't get run support. That's the problem.
This lineup has a glaring hole without Soto.
Yeah,
and Lindor
starts with
is
Lindor.
and Lindor's off to his. I mean, he just tries too hard when Soto's out, and you could see it. It's like it's so easy to see. It's like Lindor, dude, just relax. You're a star player. You've been a star for years. You put up the numbers every single year. Relax. It's April. Yes, you do this every year. But last year he got off to a good start, if I remember.
Yes,
He did.
he did.
He's just got to relax, get back in, and bro, you don't got to carry the team. Just get hits, get on, play the Gold Glove defense. He's looked great in the field, and that's it. Like I don't expect Lindor to be Juan Soto. You're not. Just be Francisco Lindor. We need right now. To me, if I had to complain about the team, I'd say we need another bat. I think that's what you need. But we don't know what Benj is yet. Kind of don't know what Beatty. Beatty's been slow. He's looked like crap. Francisco Alvarez has actually been all right.
Vientos is your hottest hitter. Right
yeah.
Now. The last 2 games he kind of cooled off, but before then he's been your hottest hitter.
But you got the A's who aren't that good.
Yeah. Well, let me kind of calm it down because they just took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. So
good.
That might motivate them coming into Citi Field. Like, all right, here we go. We beat one New York team. Now we got to come in Citi Field
or they're due for 2 out of 3 losses because the Yankees they just lost. They just beat the Yankees.
Either way, but still, you an A's team where nobody's expecting you. You come first of all when they came in against the Yankees were like 8-2.
Yeah,
they took 2 out of 3 from the hottest team in the league right now. That motivates you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody expected the A's to take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. Then they did that.
No, and look at the starts Cincinnati's off to, Milwaukee, Dodgers, of course, and Yankees. Yeah, I mean, this is baseball, bro. Anybody can win at any time.
So anybody that thinks, yeah, we should roll over to the A's. No, we should not. They're young, they're pesky. They got a good team this year. They got a good team that can make the wild card. That's how young and good they are. Is their pitching a
And the
little?
AL is also garbage, so yes.
But you gotta give them credit because again they could it could be look at the Pirates. The Pirates can make the wild card this year, bro.
Ha!
They're playing really
Pirates.
good. They're playing really
I
good.
mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think the Mets should no doubt be a wild card
Two out of
team.
three. 2 out of 3.
We got to take 2 or 3.
2 out of 3. I'm not.
You got your pitchers going.
I'm tired of calling for sweeps, man. Every time we call for sweeps, it always goes down in shit. So take 2
I
out
never
of 3.
call for sweeps. Give me 2 out of 3 every single
2
series.
out of 3, bro. And if it's a 4-game series, take 3 out of 4 if you can. Or split.
What's your take on Luis Robert, man? Because I've been very impressed with him.
Looking good. He's looking really good. He's very disciplined. He's not chasing a lot. I mean, maybe he
takes a lot of pitches.
Chased a couple, but it's been less than what he was doing in Chicago. Looks very disciplined at the plate, laying off a lot of bad pitches, putting the barrel to the ball. The guy has impressed me all the way, and this is shout out to guys like Master Flip. Shout out to guys that were calling for him to be traded to the Mets last year. This is what they were saying.
Well, again, it's not that we couldn't get him. It was the fact that the asking price last year was, I believe they asked for a couple of the pitchers, right?
And they understood that. Their notion is that if the Mets ever do get their hands on an official trade for Luis Robert Jr., understand that you're getting a hungry guy because he's out of a system where he's not playing meaningless baseball. Now he's playing for something to win.
Well,
so now you're going to see a 2020, a possible, not saying all the way, but possibly close to 2023 Luis Robert Jr. because now he's playing.
One thing I know about Cuban players, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to trade for him, was because Cuban players in a walk year of their contract are always motivated. And this goes back to Cespedes. It goes back to that, what's his the other guy in the White Sox, the first baseman, and he's on Houston now. What's his name? Abreu.
Mm-hmm.
Another dude. There's what was his name? With the guy in the Dodgers.
Cuban?
What was it? He's a right fielder.
But he was a Cuban? Or are you talking about, is he playing right now?
No, he's like retired now.
Retired?
He was really good. Yasiel Puig.
There we go. He was good. This motherfucker always got into issues, man.
In a contract year, that dude was hitting like 20, 30 home runs.
Yeah.
Cuban players, when they're motivated in contract years, just produce.
Yeah.
And that goes to some of the pitchers too. Yeah. Orlando Hernandez, El Duque, Cuban dude. Come up. He was good every year. Forget about his contract. He was good every single year.
What? Yo, he was always clutch.
I am a big fan of Cuban players. Always love them. So that's why I'm very happy with him. And I'm not one of those guys that'll sit here and tell you, oh, I think was going to turn back the clock to 2023. But I did say, I think he'd give you 25. I think he'd give you 70, 80 RBIs easy. And I don't think he's going to hit 220.
I agree, bro.
So it was a no-brainer. And yeah, we gave to give, but we gave them what they needed. And then Acuna Jr. And Acuna, he's not exactly tearing the cover off the ball, but he's a shortstop for them, and it's a good deal for them.
And it's like David Stern said, even with the Peralta trade, you got to give up big. You got to give big. Give up.
You got to give to get, bro. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And that goes for
It was hard for him to give up Sproat and Jet Williams.
Hell yeah!
But he listen. We were in a position where we needed a number one option.
Yep.
And he could have got.
And even if he goes 5 innings, it doesn't matter. It's a good 5 innings.
He could have got anybody else, but he's like, yo, I want to go with the guy that I know. This is a guy that I built in Milwaukee.
Yeah, exactly.
So again,
same with the pitcher we got back, Myers.
Yeah.
Same thing. We know what he's a guy. He's a bridge guy now. He could give you 2 innings, and despite this team being 7-6, I still feel that they're gonna win 88 games. I'm not backing down on that. I still think they're gonna get hot. I still believe in them.
They'll be fine.
Obviously, with Soto down, it's more to you have to put more on the plate, but I think we have the talent to overcome it.
Guys got to step up. Guys got to
Yeah,
step up. It's
but
not.
this NL East is not.
It's not easy. It's not
No.
easy.
It's not easy, but it's also not hard.
No. Right. But here's again, and I know you never give up on them because they're always there at the end. But it's gonna come a time where the Braves are gonna start creeping up. Because
The Braves are going to be there, even though they have all those injuries right now.
Every guy that's injured right now, one by one, are going to start coming back, and guys are going to start.
That's why I picked them to win the division, Top. I said the Braves are going to win.
It would be godsend if they all come back and the Braves don't win the division.
Yeah, and I think Philly, and I shouldn't say this, but I think Philly is no longer the kings of the NL East. They had their run, but I think it's over.
I've been said that since last year, bro.
I mean, they've won the division now, the last 2 years in a row?
Right, but you've seen their downfall in the playoffs when it happened.
Of course. It's like sort of like they're a little bit like the Yankees.
And we were one of them. Remember, it started in the World Series of 22. They lost to Houston.
Right. And they've never been the same.
They lost, right, exactly. They lost to the Diamondbacks in 23. Remember, Diamondbacks made the World Series that year against Texas. Right. Look what happened in 24.
Mets
we eliminated them in the first round. They didn't even sniff the NLCS. We eliminated them in the first. In the first.
Oh, for whatever reason, they show up in the regular season. But those guys, Harper, Realmuto, Trey Turner, I don't think they're at their peak anymore.
No,
especially Realmuto. Harper,
agree.
Harper's still going to hit.
Harper still has it from time.
Yeah, he's going to hit.
All right.
But like Trey Turner, he's not what he was on the Dodgers.
No.
So I think the Mets are going to probably finish in second place. They'll get their wild card, and I think they'll make their run they'll make their run in July. I think they'll probably just hover and do their thing, but I think it's going to come. I think these guys got to come together. We got to build a team first. We got to build the chemistry. And look, Bo Bichette's struggling. A lot of these guys are all struggling. But once they break out, they're going to break out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a problem because we have a bullpen. We have a starting rotation. Once these guys start hitting, we're a team to be reckoned with.
I see J Max comments like, Top, we need you back in Queens. I'll be back tomorrow early. So I'll be at the game tomorrow as soon as I land.
Is that? You're in Atlanta, right?
In Georgia, yeah. Okay. So I'll be back early in New York, and I'll be at the game tomorrow. So hopefully they wipe the slate clean.
What's the temperature? It's gonna be a little hotter, I think.
It'll be a little bit warmer. It'll probably be like in the late 50s.
That's not terrible.
In terms of night game, in terms of the
night. Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah. So it'll be a little bit warmer.
Just wear a jacket.
Oh no, of course. Nah, you crazy. You crazy. The entire time I was here, I was all sweater weather, bro. I was like, damn.
Down here, right?
Over over here in Atlanta.
Yeah, bro, it's like 70 degrees today.
It's all sweater weather over here, bro.
Yeah.
So trust me.
It's long sleeving jeans, bro. That's
I'm in for a rude awakening when I get back to New York tomorrow.
Yeah, you know how it is, but what else you got cooking, bro? Anything else we got to talk about? Or?
Nah, man. Hey, listen. We're at the root of I think it's our favorite time of the year, man. Playoffs is coming. This is where everybody starts to link up. All your watch parties, all your group sessions. This is what we've been waiting for. Everybody says this is the year. Listen, man. It's either confetti time and popping champagne time, or we're in for another disappointment. And this right here. Forget about what Mike Brown's done in the past. What he's done with Cleveland, what he's done
now.
This right here is where moments are made of as a coach, because now they put you in a position to coach a team that literally just came off an ECF last year. Right. You got to get us to the finals now.
Yeah, and it's going to be on the backs of Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson. It's going to be about the guys who've been doing it all year. Yeah. And if they could do it in the playoffs, talking to you, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, all these other guys, if they do it in the playoffs, then we got a shot at making the finals.
Yeah. If you can get yourself a cat that you saw tonight at least in the second half. Not the cat that we saw in the first and second quarter. I'm talking about the cat that
No, the
we
guy
saw.
we saw in the fourth quarter that hit that three, and
You saw
he
you
made
get
nice
that cat
passes, got to the
consistent
line. Yeah.
basis in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. You are in for rude awakening with a Karl Anthony Towns that is trying to win a chip.
Yeah, and he is not. Yes, he may not get every call, but he's not been deterred. He's still getting his rebounds. He's still getting his points. He's still being super efficient.
And listen, even though he complained a little bit tonight, he's been less complaining the last couple of games than what
Yeah,
he usually does.
he's been less complaining the whole second half.
Right. Absolutely. But it's all mental with Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
but I listen, and I'm a pessimist, but I like the Knicks' chances.
I do too.
Do I think they're favorites? No, but do they got a shot? Yes. They got a shot at getting to the finals. They do.
Call me crazy, but I think they know that. I think
I think
players
so.
themselves have those conversations. Like, yo, they don't think that we can beat that Pistons team. Yeah, we haven't beaten them all year, but they don't think we can beat them. All right, cool. They think Atlanta's better. They think Atlanta's more peskier than us. All right, cool. Bring it on.
Right.
They don't know what they're in for. Yeah, we might have slugged off in the regular season. It might have had people kind of.
We had a 2-9 stretch, and that's pretty much been it. Yes, we lost to Oklahoma City twice. We lost that game in Houston out west, but that was a tough road trip. The only team we haven't beaten really is OKC. That's it.
Right.
And Detroit.
Right.
But the playoffs are a new start.
Right.
Who's to say that OKC is going to get out? Now, I think they're going to take it out of the West. I think they're the best team in the NBA. But if they don't, and the Knicks can get out of the East, we got a shot against any team besides OKC.
And listen, if our fate is OKC in the finals, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if it gets to a point where OKC is that last team, and all gloves are off, if we beat them and we shock the world, I'll take it. It's against the best team in the league. But if it's not, at least the Knicks know. Listen, we got to the finals, and now we know what we need to do.
Right. And
that's no excuse.
And let me tell you, Top, we might be seeing the last version of the team if we don't make, like if we disappoint and let's say we lose to the Celtics, this is the end of this team with Karl Anthony Towns.
Maybe. Yeah, because
Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. It's probably the end.
Because that Giannis conversation comes back into play.
Right. Exactly.
As much as I hate talking about it because everybody keeps talking and talking, and you can't deny that could be the one move that they make to be like, yo, we have no other choice.
Right.
We got to do it.
But you can't give up all your depth in a trade there. That's all I'll say. Because every team that's done that has made the mistake by giving up all their depth.
But this is where the ball's in Leon Rose's court. How are you going to pivot after you gutted all your draft picks for fucking Mikal Bridges? Right. What are you going to do now?
I would not give up a single draft pick at all. I don't care if it's for fucking Giannis. I'm not doing it.
They can't afford to.
No, but they're going to ask for it, obviously.
Yeah,
the Heat offered three firsts and 3 swaps.
Motherfuckers.
They were about to take it. But if Giannis holds them by the balls and says it's Knicks, that's it, then you're not going to have to give up draft picks.
No.
Because it's a 1-year contract.
Right. So,
and I'll tell you this too. I'm not paying Giannis $275 million for 4 years.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fucking no. Yeah.
He's like, what, 31 already?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Bro, you want to come here, you're taking a deal I want you to take.
That's a comment. Yeah, but you know what though, Leon Rose, he's such an ass
kisser. He's gonna be over the apron for 4 years.
He's such an ass kisser, bro, that
I'm just saying.
That's a video where you and me probably go live on. If he was to offer and Giannis takes it, I'd be losing my shit.
You're gonna have it'll be like the Phoenix Suns all over again. It'd just be a mess. You have KD, you have Booker, and you have who is it, Beal, and then nobody else, and then you're over the second apron and you lose a shit ton of draft picks.
And Phoenix is just getting out of that.
You're just getting out of it now.
So
yeah. So
nobody wants that. That's hell, bro.
Right. All right. Well, I'll probably see you again tomorrow night, Top.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Take it easy, brother.
I'll be at Citi Field tomorrow, so I'll be probably watching the game.
Yeah. Well, I'll see how the game plays out. If it's like a blowout or something like that, I'll just fuck it, I won't even go because it's done. We know what's up.
Yeah.
Once the playoffs start, forget about it.
Yeah, right. No, but on the playoffs, it's definitely we about to we about to start cooking because
Exactly.
yeah. But all right, bro.
All right, Top. Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Top Bunk Sports across all internet. You already guys know. Appreciate you guys. Good night. Let's go Mets. Let's go Knicks. Good night, everybody.